There you go. This is what I said another video. These little cars. What are they? Catchya, best tune. Electric cars. If you're in for an electric car, this little micro car. All the electric scooters in there. Some more of them. Not for me. Plenty of them. It's another one. Too small for what I reckon. Well, g'day viewers. Today we're going to have a look around my area where I live. We're currently on Street 488. Just had a look at a couple of electric cars and scooters. This would be a walk around. Everything here on a scooter, tuk will be all within a couple of minutes, 4 or 5 minutes max. So we've got lots to look at. Coffee shops, mini marts, my favourites, ones that are around, good ones. Then you can go see, there are pharmacies there. There are plenty of pharmacies around. Women's beauty areas for cosmetics and associated stuff. We can also have a look and see what other convenience stores are there. 7-Elevens, Domino's pizzas and all that sort of stuff. As I said, there's plenty of coffee shops around. Amazon, Brown Coffee, Starbucks, plenty of those sort of places. And we've got some Maddo shops where you can go get your motorcycle serviced. You can get your motorcycle fueled up. There's quite a few of those stations around, service stations, and mini marts. And this is probably one of the contentious ones. You go to a mini mart and you find what suits you. Prices are pretty competitive, and you just have to look to see what suits you. And I emphasise that, what suits you. Anyway, sit back, enjoy. This will just be a random. Let's have a look around. Catch up. They even have a service centre here. Mechanics, coffee shop, and I'll go back and see some bikes, coffee shops upstairs. You can have a look at the old sidecar they've got here. Sitting there, showing away. I don't know how old that is, but yeah. Just go out and for a walk. And some old bikes there. Doesn't look like they're being. It doesn't look like they're being used for a while, but hey, you got motorcycle service centres. No problem. And that's where I got mine from. In there, quite good. Scoopy, doing okay. And we have another motorcycle service centre. Punch a tyre repair mechanic over the other side. Punch a tyre service area. Hand carvings in there. You want a hand carving? Some wood items. Plenty of them there. There's also a mechanic who's fixing up something there. And we'll even have a look at Sticky Street. What they're doing there. Bit of rain, so the water's actually flowing. Bit of hardware selection there, or whatever you want. So there's always something around. If you want to do some home handyman work, it's there. Furthest point from home. You can see the clouds are pretty jacked. But anyway. Fuel servos, here's one, or service stations, Total Energies. This is probably about one of the furthest away. There is another one, a Caltex, behind me, a lot further again. That'll add up. And I'm down that direction. So we'll start walking back that way. That's one of my starting points. So you get to see what is around the area that I live in, Toul Tompoung. I'm on Street 488 at the moment. And we'll check out what is available and how far away. Nothing will be any more than, well, this will be a 3-minute bike ride to get to this servo, and the rest will be even closer depending on how congested the traffic is. Anyway, onwards. So we just walked past the Total Energy servo. You've got a unit, you've got a car or a moto. Filthy, you don't know where to clean it. Yeah, it's always somewhere around here to get your car or
scooter, motorcycle clean, and all do a pretty good job, under, over and inside. Get a puncher, plenty of these guys around. So that's only a few seconds. That was an independent one, and you got the Total Energies service centre right there, as you can see. So there again, not far from anything. Now for all the little supermarkets, there's one there, but I reckon that's empty. Well, it looks like it's open, but not much is happening. But anyway, we'll keep going. We'll get to the next one. Okay, one for convenience. A lot of people say, yeah, where to buy things. Well, let's have a look. Super duper. Yes, this is the closest one to me. If I walk, 2 minutes. That's how close I am to it. Don't want to hear they're expensive. I think if you go into any of the particular mini marts, supermarkets like this, they will all be expensive. This one does get very busy at night time for the expats come in and buy. At this particular one, I notice bit of cockeyed there, and does very well at night time. During the day it doesn't. It has a great variety of Western food. In saying that, or in Western choices. In saying that, fresh and everything else. To the right a little bit where the fridges are, just down the back there is a bit of fresh food down there, meat, produce and so forth. Everything else, and along the back wall is your other options, cheeses, milk, sausages, yogurts and so forth. You can get that there. The frozen goods, I was actually quite surprised. I found Australian made Chico roll. Yeah, you heard it, Chico rolls. 4-pack, exactly the same as I buy or used to buy back in Melbourne. So they do have them there. Packaged chips, frozen peas, all that sort of stuff there. And they do have other Asian food in there as well. It is a very well stocked. It's open 24 hours a day. So this is a pretty good choice. I'm not going in there. I don't believe in filming in there. But if you go past one, go in and have a look if it's in your area. And I'll say this, find one that suits you and your needs. More importantly, find one that suits your needs. This one is quite good. I do have a couple other choices. I will show you in it very soon. Now, here we go. You got your moto, you got your home, your apartment, whatever. Where do you get fuel from? From the first one to this one, I'm still on street 488. This one is on the scooter, on the Scoopy, is probably about 40 seconds away from where I live. That's the third fuel servo. Does these smaller ones you'll find do the scooters, motorcycles and tuk-tuks and all those sort of ones. So you'll see the majority of bikes go in there, and they do have LPG for the tuk-tuks. Now you got your Domino's pizza back there if you're a pizza person. I'm not into the Domino's. Let's cross the road here a little bit. And we'll do this. That's how you do it. Now, for the next supermarket, went in there, wasn't too impressed for what I needed. Been in there a couple of times. but it comes down to what suits your needs. Pretty much same size. Doesn't have a lot of what I would need, but on the same token though, for Asian products, they do have a bit there. But in saying that, I don't want to be disrespectful, not stocked as well as the last one that I just showed you. And we move on to the next little part. You can fill your car and bike up. Bit of a service centre in there. So there you go. All in the space of a couple of minutes from where I am. And these are the major, bigger ones that sell fuel. So not far from anything or anywhere you want to get things from as far as fuel. Not a problem anywhere. Anyway, moving on. Again, you have a car, you have an apartment, but you don't have anywhere to clean your bike or car, and you want to get it serviced. Well, there you go, another service centre. Not even 4 or 3 minutes from the last one on a scooter. So as you can see, they all do a good job. Not just one person does a whole lot. There's probably 4 or 5 people going through the whole lot. Detail, depending on what you want. Just a basic wash, or you can go and get a full-on clean inside out and a polish that goes with it. We've had a bit of rain before, so whether I'll get caught again, it poured down earlier, so I waited. Still very humid, and maybe it'll just be like this drizzly, as you can possibly see. It's very overcast and trying to rain if you look at the ground. But I'll persevere and resume. Next, you're after a pharmacy. Well, there's no shortage of them anywhere. You just have to look out. They all pretty much look the same as that with pharmacy, Green Cross, and you will find them. That is probably one of the bigger ones. But as again, you go with ones that you like, you trust, and you know. Onwards. For all you women looking for products, this is all specifically aimed for you girls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 aisles of product in the store, so you girls don't miss out. There we go, Olympic Superstore has bread, well, and most goods. Again, go in there, have a good look around. I did, and find a store that suits you. Olympic Superstore has a lot of products, slightly bigger than the Super Duper, but this is a fraction further away, probably by about another 30 seconds by a scooter. Price wise, I think like everywhere it should be, they're all pretty competitive. It comes down to convenience and availability of what you like in there. Unlike the duopoly back in Australia, you've only got a choice of basically 2, third one, or go without. There's your 4 choices. So Olympic Superstore. There we go. Just had a bit of a laugh. One of my neighbours and his daughter spotted me, turned around, come up to say hello. Haven't seen him for a while. But yeah, that's the area that I live in. Pretty good. And I take care of his little daughter while the grandparent takes the older son to school. So that's good. I don't mind. She keeps me on my toes. Anyway, that's a little side thought. Few little vendors in there. Well, you all know what that is. There's another Cafe Amazon by scooter, probably about a minute away from the last one. Everybody knows what that's all about, and that's open 24/7. Competitive prices, so up to you whether you go in there and support a major multinational I only get what I need from those, not so much 7. Anyway, onwards to the next one. Just had a little bit of a giggle. So I won't say too much about that. Still on Street 155. With that, plenty of they're either Thai or Japanese imports, scooters and service centre. Plenty of them around. Got an ADV in there. For the time being, I couldn't afford one. Would love to it. Yep, from Japan, just read it. 125, 2019. They start at $3.5 US. Anyway, keep going. Again, few girls into fashion. Street 155, ESQ. Not forgotten there. And for the people there, you've got 1011. They don't want to be in the video. 1011, so all your ladies' fashions. Don't miss out on that. Dentists. There's one just there on the corner. I did go there to have a root canal for one that was really annoying me. The grand total, I had 2 done for $180, so 2 for $320 Australian. Looking for second-hand clothes. Most of these come from Japan. $2 to $5. Look through, go through, and even gets you a little special bin, $1.50. Okay, here's another one, Lucky Express. Good variety. Again, go with what suits you. Good variety in there. Obviously they're just getting a delivery. Quite well stocked in there. And very good. When I stayed at the hotel just behind there, I frequented here for all my little odds and ends. Don't need to fill the fridge up. So, fill the fridge up every day. Just use what you want, like a milk bar back at home, and you get it fresh every day. That's where Queen Manson's where I stayed, which is that one just there. And from there, I frequented here and bought whatever I needed from the Lucky Express. Again, go with what suits you and what yours is. Oh, I just seen something interesting a little bit further up. Anyway, so with that, we'll go on to the next one. So there's another one. 5, 6 different ones at the moment. Well, there's your super fast delivery store for your convenience. So go for it if that's what you like, you're into. Yet again, I'm still on the same street, 155. Here we go. There's a couple of things happening here, but anyway, Angkor Wat. It's bigger than what you think. It's very deceptive, goes down a fair way. Very well stocked. A lot of stuff in there. I mean, a lot. If you can't find anything in there, and we're talking a very, very big variety. For whatever the width of this shop is, keep going. It's all the way down the back. It is a very big one. If you can't find anything at any of the other shops, this is more than likely where you'll get it from. So it's very good. But when you do walk in there, it's not air conditioned like some of the others. It is what it is. They got a lot of fresh food, produce, everything. Yet again, go with what suits you. Price wise, much of a muchness. Some items might be a little bit dearer, some items might be a little bit cheaper. That's entirely the selection that you get at any of these. So just remember that when you are going through making a decision on which one suits you. And if you want to be very selective on where you get your products from, that's, again, you have to be very selective on what you want. Anyway, Toul is yours. Bread and cake close by. Now there's an event going on. There's the cooking station there. Chefs and that there. Here we go here. So something's happening here. I don't know exactly what, but
well, I did find out it was a funeral service, so I cut out the next section here.
Right. For your clothes fanatics, Zando. Now we're just seeing there, you can't actually see it now. Angkor Market close by, and for you people that want fresh meat, well, Australian meat, there it is there, Australian beef supply, right on the corner. Pretty good. Everybody seems to know about it till today, and good selection, fairly priced for where it comes from. So it's on the corner of Street 454 and Street 155. So if you don't know, there's Toul Tompoung Market, which we're heading up to now, and just walk down one block towards Street 488, turn left, and there it is right there. If you get to Angkor Market, you've gone past it. Does quite well there, and they have a good turnover. So all good. Good Australian meat.